Okay guys, example number 2 here. It says graph y equals 2x minus 1. Okay, now guys, to graph an equation, which means to draw a picture of all of the solutions to the equation, the first thing I'm going to do, this is the very first way that we learn how to graph, and we use something called the table of values. I'm going to write the name right here. You need to remember it. Table of values means use this T-chart. Do you know how to draw a T-chart, Armand?
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah.
You're a talented person. Cole, I'm worried about. I'll check with him later. All right, but I knew you could draw one. Okay, now, what we need to do to draw this line is we need to pick 3 x's. All right? I'm going to pick simple x's. I'm not going to pick 100,000, right, because I don't want to have to graph that. I'm going to pick some simple ones, like -1, 0, and 1. Okay? That's going to give me some points on both sides, the positive and the negative, and it gives me 0. Okay, it's a good sampling. All right? But I only need 2 points to draw a line. Why do you think I picked 3? Why do you think I picked 3, Albert?
So that you can have one in the middle.
I don't really need one in the middle. That's not why I did it. A straight line is going to continue straight. Okay? Why do you think I chose another point? Why would I do that, Liam?
To make sure that you didn't make a mistake.
Make sure I didn't make a mistake. Because if those 3 points aren't all in the same line, I did something wrong. Okay? That's why I'm going to do 3. So, here's what we do. We take our equation and we write it 3 times. And I'm going to say that y is equal to 2. I'm going to put parentheses for the x minus 1. All right? Y is equal to 2 with the parentheses minus 1. And you know what? I'll actually go down here to write the third one. Y is equal to 2 parentheses minus 1. Now, I think the first number that I put up there was -1. Is that right? Let's go up and look. Yeah, I let x equal -1. So I'll put -1 here. I'm going to put 0 in this little equation, and I'm going to put 1 in that one. Okay? Do you see when I plug in the x, it's going to spit out a y? Do you see why we call x the input? I'm putting in an x, and it's going to give me a y. Okay? All right, good. Let's see. This first one, y is equal to -2 minus 1. Y is equal to -3. So when x is -1, y is -3. Okay. For this next one, y equals 0 minus 1, y equals -1. So when x equals 0, y equals -1. It's giving me some points on this line. Fritz, for this last one, I'm going to do y is equal to 2 minus 1. And then y is equal to 1. Good. So when x is 1, y is 1. So now I've got 3 points. This ordered pair, this ordered pair, and this ordered pair. It's a good thing we know how to graph. I'm going to go over here to my graph. Thanks, Mr. C, for adding that into our homework. Hey, no problem. I'm happy to help, guys. Hey, you're welcome. Okay, the first one, -1, 3. All right, that goes right there. Oh, it's -3. Thanks, Albert, for catching me on that. Because, see, I'd have made a mistake. -1, -3. The next point is 0, -1. I don't move any along the x. I just go down -1 on the y. And then the next point is 1, 1. 1 along the x, 1 up the y. Okay? And I draw a line connecting all 3 of these points. You can put an arrow on the end, guys, because I know that they taught us to do that back in 4th grade, and a lot of 7th graders like to ask, do I need arrows on the end of this line? Okay. You don't have to have the arrows. I mean, it's understood that it goes on forever and ever in both directions. Okay, but you could put a little arrow there. It's okay. I'm not going to count off for it, meaning that it goes on forever. Yeah, Justin.
What do you mean it goes on infinitely?
How many solutions are there, Teddy? It doesn't stop at either end, does it? It goes on infinitely in both directions, right? Okay, good job, guys, on that one. Let's look at example number 3.